Hey there, my name is Sarah Dreitlein. I'm the Civic Engagement Manager for the Guadalupe River Park Conservancy.
Hi everybody, my name is Lauren McCauley and I'm the Education Program Associate for the Guadalupe River Park Conservancy.
So Laurel Picklam created this mural for the Conservancy in 2019. She's an artist from a local organization called Local Color, and the mural was funded by a grant from Valley Water. The mural is in support of our education program here at the Conservancy and depicts flora and fauna found along the Guadalupe River. The mural can be found under Coleman on the west side of the river, near to our visitor center.
Now, for this mural, you can of course see that it includes many of the birds that we can more easily find along the Guadalupe River. This one over here is a common merganser, a female merganser. The female mergansers are easily distinguished by their fluffy brown head feathers, and let's look at her in real life. We've also got both of our local egrets here. The great egret on the right, this one, is larger and has a more sleek profile, along with a yellow beak and black feet. The smaller egret, the snowy egret, is also fluffier. It has a black beak and yellow feet. It uses those feet when hunting by shaking them back and forth in the water. Their bright color easily shows the contrast of a swimming piece of prey. We've also got another large water bird here, the great blue heron. You can find these large, long-necked birds wading in the water hunting for prey, just like the egrets. And their young are very distinctive. And of course, the famous mallard duck. Now this mural also features some macro invertebrates. Let's break that word down. We've got macro, which means large, in this case, large enough to see with the naked eye. We've got in, which means none or no, and we've got vertebrate, which means an animal that has a backbone or a spine. So when you put it together, macro invertebrates are little animals that are still large enough to see with the naked eye, and they are spineless. So that's generally things like worms, snails, crayfish, and also juvenile insects. So many of the juvenile insects, like this black fly larva, are going to go through what we call complete metamorphosis. They're going to change completely from their juvenile form to their adult form, kind of like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly. Other juvenile insects won't change that much. Their young form to their adult form is pretty similar, like this mayfly larva. They might develop something like wings or appendages, but mostly they're going to stay the same. We call this incomplete metamorphosis. And finally, many of these animals will not undergo metamorphosis at all. They live their whole lives in the river. This includes things like the planarian or flatworms, and it also includes crustaceans such as crayfish.
So thank you for visiting this mural by Laurel Picklum.
When he gave me a suggestion, he mentioned nature, and he did mention what was native to the land, and that stuck with me. And I decided to look into who was here first. I wanted to hear it firsthand. So when I came up with my design and I showed Juan Carlos, basically the centerpiece was pretty much the original part of the design, and everything changed in the river and the creation myth. The creation myth is a myth that the Indian tribes share on how they became alone. And it involves the hummingbird, the coyote, and the hawk, and the eagle. From that, I came up with the design, and we had a Zoom meeting with the Ohlone tribe, thanks to Juan Carlos, who arranged the meeting with the Ohlone tribe. And from there, I got the input, their input on what they wanted to see. And I thought that was important, that through me that they can tell their story. And one of the first things that I got from that was that we are still here. You know, one of the things I learned was that there's evidence to show that they've been here for 10,000 years, and I wanted this mural to show that, yeah, they're still here. So part of the input too was that they wanted to include, to make this mural reflect the past, the present, and the future. And the kids on either side represent the future. Originally, the centerpiece was to represent Mother Earth, nature, but now it reflects the present. I used the Ohlone chairperson, Charlene Nijman, to pose for the centerpiece. So that's her face, and she represents the present. And then the elders in the background of the clouds, they represent the perseverance, the resilience, the preservation of their culture,